Everybody, and welcome again to Zero Spread channel. Today we are going to talk about the next strategy of trading, which calls a short-term strategy. Uh, Different strategies of trading is depend on how much time we want to spend for the trading per week, per day, or per month. There is a different kind of this time binding for the strategy time binding for trading. We have very short-term trading, which we call it scalping, and you can find it if you check our videos. You can find the scalping, and you can find how is that and how it work. Now we are going to move one step more, which we call it short-term trading. Next video we're going to talk about the long-term trading. Now we are talking about the short-term trading. So let's just remember something about the scalping. Scalping was very short time, right? I mean, like for few minutes, few seconds, even sometimes there are people they're trading for few seconds, few minutes, maximum like for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So scalping, like buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell based on the market movement. And you can do that when you see that so much movement in a market. Because there is some days that we don't have that much movement, and the movement is very slow. And some days we have stupid movement, up, down, up and down, up and down. So scalping, we can do the days that there is so much movement in the market. However, if we go one step more, for people that they want to trade daily base, or like open a trade in one day and close in a second day, third day, totally in a 1 week, when you're starting from daily weekly trade, which is from Monday till Wednesday till Friday, they want to have all their position closed end of the week, right? So during the week we're gonna have some trades. Open the trade in a Monday, close it in a Tuesday, or we're gonna close it in a Monday end of our trading day, or open in a Monday, close it a Wednesday. However, it's just like trading which is gonna be during the day, 1 or 2 or 3 days during the totally 1 week. For this kind of the trading, we need to look. We have different charts, right? We have M1, like 5, H1, H4, M30, sorry, H4, D1, and Vich, right? If you go to up in your chart in your platform, up in the setting, you can find the different time bands, M, H, daily, weekly. You can have your charts weekly or per hour or daily, right? When we are talking about the short-term trading, we are mostly talking about the H1. M30, M5, M1, they are for scalping. For scalping, H1 for short term, and the next time we're going to talk about the H4, which is for long term. Look, if we look at the chart, for example, the gold chart during the last 2 weeks, right? It fell down from 1360, fell down to 1160, and now, right now, today's price is 1215. For example, this chart is H1. If you check it in H1, you can see this. But if you go deeper, like M30, M5, you can see up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? If you want to trade if you want to trade as scalping, you have to check these movements. If you want to trade with the longer term, with the H1, short term, for a few days, 1 or 2 weeks maximum, is the short term. So you need to check the H1. For H1, you need to find out the trend. Find out the trend, follow the trend. When you are following the trend, you can trade in H1 trading, in H1 based on the following the trend. However, for H1, usually the people, they say that if you have it's depend on to select which strategy. It's also depend on your margin or your capital. your margin level, your capital, how much money do you have in your account. Based on that, you can make this decision to make trade in a short term or a long term. Because in a long term and short term, we have to select this when we are going to choose our stop loss and take profit. So in short term and the long term is totally different. How to set up our stop loss and take profit. In short term, in the scalping, our stop loss and take profit is very like 10 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips. In short term, the stop loss is going to change more based on that you are trading on currency or commodities. Your stop loss, your pips is going to be changed. So that's why when the difference is that how you can, when you're going to from trading from M1, M5, M30 to H1, is that it's also you have to change the way of selecting your stop loss and the take profit. So don't remember, one important thing that is for short-term trading, which chart we need to check and follow is H1. H1 is the chart to follow and trade for the short-term trading. If you are going to trade in H1, for short-term, and you are following this small chart, like M5, M5 and M30, 30 minutes, 5 minutes and 30 minutes, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna lose your account. Why? The reason, because if you check this, if you look at the chart based on the movement of the M30 and 5, maybe you're gonna get the emotion of, oh, it's falling down or it's raising up or whatever is happening. No, don't rush. M5 and M30, based on the small, even the very small news in a market, they're gonna change every second, every minute, right? If you want to follow them, you're gonna get in trouble, because you will lose your control out of yourself, and you're gonna get like emotional and make different decisions which will disturb your trading. So when you are trading for a short term, forget about M30, M5, and go for the H1 chart and follow the trend in H1. Find out what's going on and make a bigger difference between your stop loss and take profit. Take the position where you are opening the position here. So in the short term, in the scalping, when you are scalping, your stop loss should be, for example, here. That's the example. In H1, your stop loss should be here. Much more down, much more deeper, because in a longer term, you're going to have a more movement, so much more movement with the bigger numbers. So strategy number 6 is the short-term trading. Short-term trading is one step after scalping, and it's the trading which is happening during the 1, 2, 3 days during the week, 1 or 2 weeks maximum. This is still short-term. And for the short-term trading, you have to follow H1. Make sure when you are trading with the short-term, you can forget about the M1, M30, and follow your chart just based on the H1. And find out the trend. Follow the trend. Because for scalping, you don't need to follow the trend. You need to follow the movement, small movement. But for H1 trading, you need to follow the trend. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any question, please write in the comments in our in the YouTube channel, or send us a message in a Facebook page, or go through our contact us form in our website. There is a page called newsletter in www.zerospread.info. Make sure you're going to subscribe for our newsletter. You're going to get the daily news, what's going on in the market, and what's the best offers for each daily trade. Thank you so much for watching this video, and hope you are doing well in trading. Bye.